The joysticks that we made acts like as if you took the controller apart, like a regular Xbox controller, and just grabbed the joystick aspect and like all the electronic stuff of it. And we used Onshape, which is one of the designing softwares. So then whenever you would plug it in, it would basically move like a regular joystick. I wasn't as open-minded before my accident as I am now. Like, I don't really take no for an answer. It was definitely a challenge to get here, but I didn't stop, so.
Austin is a very intelligent, sarcastic, funny, and I think very strong-willed person who is, I think, still coming into the person that he's going to become one day.
Before the accident, he was willing to help do anything you ask him to do. I think that's a big thing with Austin. He cares about everybody.
My accident happened April 26th of 2023. For me, I don't remember any of it. My mom picked me up from track. Some guy was basically speeding through traffic and went left to center and hit us. All of a sudden, I wake up in the ICU.
We knew there was an accident, and all you could think of is he going to make it?
His injury with the spine and stuff, the doctors like have to go in there and grind his spine down and get it back where it's supposed to be. There was a lot of uncertainties. I mean, right out of the gate, it was like the percentage of him surviving the surgery was at like 50.
I think I realized his strength when we were trying to decide if he would be able to breathe on his own. And he wanted those tubes out of his throat and nose, and he wanted food, and he wanted ice cream. For a child to go through something like that dramatic is very hard, I think.
In the hospital, I definitely was a lot more like hopeful that I would be like the accident never even happened. As time slowly went on, I slowly realized that that was not the case. Like I just hadn't actually no hope that I would even walk for my graduation.
Worked hard for that, didn't we? Yes, we did, didn't we? Or was that you that worked hard for that? I'll say it was you. Yeah, had a few talks with the teachers.
It's tough, the unknown, but I'm so proud of how far Austin has came. The determination he has to get better says a lot for his character, I believe.
Austin's original goal was to walk out of the hospital, and that was right after the surgery. You still don't know exactly the extent of the condition he's going to be in. That's where his resilience started. His strength really. He wants to walk again.
If you quit, you don't get better. So I was determined to get better.
You ready to walk again?
So Premier Health offers a wide range of physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. We try to treat everyone as an individual, even though something may be similar. Like, we're there to help each person get better at what they want to get better at.
Basically, I started calling around, asking about exoskeletons and like learning about them, and then that led to going into therapy for it, and then I started working on it.
His goal from the start was, I know you have an exoskeleton, can I use it? How can I get up into it? He wanted to walk across the stage at graduation, so this was his goal for the last 3 years.
Premier Health was very supportive, especially giving me the chance to prove people wrong about the exoskeleton being only for certain levels of injury.
There was some things that we had to make sure and be realistic about. So it was, let's just see how this happens. Let's see, can you tolerate standing with this device? And then after that, can you tolerate 10 steps? That's what my first goal was. Can we take 10 steps? 3, 2.
My very first time, I went 260 something steps. My PR is 777, which is the most steps they had anyone in an exoskeleton actually do.
The work it takes to get to this is a combination of determination. You have to want to do it. This is not something that you can just hop out of bed or roll over and do. You have to want this, and you have to be patient for it to happen. And someone in his situation with it, this is not something that you do first. This is a long process of rehab that eventually could culminate in this kind of activity. So you have to be patient for those moments. You can't push it. Your body can only tolerate so much sometimes.
As I continued doing it, I went farther and eventually learned to turn while walking, which I caught on really quickly. It was definitely a new feeling that I never thought I would feel ever again. Especially when the doctors in the hospital told me I would never walk again, period.
I have never worked with a client like Austin before. I've had multiple patients in an exoskeleton before, but never someone who wanted to achieve this kind of goal on a public level. Most of the time it's just, I want to be able to walk, and maybe a family member takes a video while they're in the gym doing it, but never like, hey, I want to go in front of hundreds to thousands of people and be able to show what I can do.
As the appointments got closer and closer to graduation, more stuff with like the whole filming and all the news stuff started kicking in, which was also kind of like nerve-wracking. Like the day of, we did a practice round before everyone got there. Like even with that, everything didn't go perfectly at all.
Once he got in with the rest of his classmates into the gym and they got introduced as a class, he came off into the side and by the locker rooms, getting everything ready and set, making sure everything was out of the way, and that we could have a smooth path into the gym.
In the practice, it was a little bit slower.
It truly felt like we were in NASCAR and we were doing a pit stop. Austin was calm, cool, and collected the whole time. I think I was probably the more nervous one. He was like, oh, I got this, I'll be all right.
No, I did not feel confident at all in that moment.
Then it kind of really sank in, like, oh, we're doing this. Truly no turning back, like, let's get in this, let's stand up, and let's make our entrance.
Finally, like, taking a breather and, like, sitting down and, like, all right, now we're just waiting for me to get back up again.
So by the time the alphabet came around to his name or close to his name, that's when it got really real. So at that point, it was, okay, let's stand up and let's just make sure everything that we had worked on for the last few months was put into play. By the time we got up and his name got called, like, you can just feel the intensity of the moment.
Austin Schemrich.
when everyone started like standing up, that's what really caught me off guard.
This is what we practice for, is this moment exactly.
After I got fully across the stage, then I finally was like, thank God that's over.
He made me very proud. If you have a drive in you and you really want something, you work hard to get there.
Watching Austin graduate, it was honestly a humbling experience to watch somebody go through everything that he's gone through. You know, the whole cliche, you put your mind to it, you can do it. Well, you really can.
I think what others can learn from Austin is that there is hope.
Never give up your goals and your dreams. Just keep working at them.